Yeah. It's just getting old. Just getting old. So let's do something else. You know, from home, it's kind of odd. I can kind of like hear stuff happening around my house, like my kids and things, and I also have no way of like doing a commercial. Like I can't take commercial breaks. And to be quite honest with you, I'm thirsty. So if one of you could bring me over a cup of water, that would just be terrific. Jackass says about the previously mentioned P-tests for people on welfare. He said that way, if you want to do drugs, get a job. You know, jeez. Smid Dog says Mike Martz going back to the 2001 Super Bowl. Says Mike Martz made the game easy for the other guys that day. Yeah, see, you know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm saying. I mean, it's football. Not that videotaping wouldn't help, but to a certain extent, you can watch tape of the other team from all year. You know what I mean? Like, who didn't know the Rams game plan that year? Everybody did. It was the same thing every game. It was the greatest show on turf, baby. Are you serious? Everybody remembers. Everybody knows what they were doing. There was, 18 games of videotape before that. See, that's the thing that gets me, is how big of a deal this videotape is being made out to be when you have every snap that your opponent has made all season up until that point. It just, you have that. You have the capability of watching that. Who cares about their practices? You can watch how they perform and what they do in game situations. In every game. In every situation up until that point. Who cares about practice? Practice? I need an Allen Iverson clip right here. We're talking about practice. I mean, seriously. You can watch every game. You can watch every snap, every play, how guys react in certain situations. You can see what kind of plays that team likes to run in goal line situations down there in the red zone. And let me tell you something. They're not going to change it that much for the Super Bowl. They're going to stick to what's worked for them. I promise. Ugh. Unbelievable. Oh, we had a few other things to get to today. You know, it's really boiling down to the important time of year in college basketball. I mean, a really, really important time of year where you got to start. I mean, if you've been, and maybe I'm describing myself a little bit here, if you've been paying attention a little bit up to this point, now's the time to really, really, really start taking notice of what you're seeing, who's good and who's not, and who's tough and who's not. Because, man, those brackets are getting ready to start circulating. And then, and then what do? You got to know your stuff. You at least got to kind of know your stuff, or be a girl that just picks, according to their favorite color or, mascot. But if any guys like me, guys like you, we like to think we know our stuff, So, boy, you got to start paying attention. There are a lot of good teams out there, and maybe there's a lack of great teams, so that's what's going to make it really hard this year. I mean, forget who's going to win. Try to pick, 2 of the Final Four teams this year. That's going to be tough. That's going to be really, really tough. There are some amazing teams. However, the stupid, and I've talked about this before, the stupid automatic bid thing has to go. And I know a lot of people don't agree with me. I've had my spats with Willie about this. I think Mike has disagreed with me about this. I did the automatic bid thing. You know what I mean? Now who are we going to have? Who won last night? Like San Diego beat Gonzaga. Is that right? I saw a few teams that got in because they won their conference tournament already. So they're in. And teams I don't know anything about, I don't know of. I've never seen before, and they're sure to lose in the first round. I mean, San Diego, who's San Diego? Are they any good? Does anybody know? Does anybody know anything about San Diego? No? No? Yeah, me neither. Absolutely nothing. But they're gonna get bounced out first round. I think, you know, and I said this before, and I totally think it's a good idea. I think it should be an automatic bid only if you win your conference outright. But it doesn't just stop there, because I've heard people say they want it switched to where it's just the winner, first place in your conference, you get it. But I don't like that. That's not good enough. Because I like the conference tournaments, and I like the fact that they have meaning. But I think it should be both. I think the only automatic bid should be both.